Hey guys, Prepper Nurse 1 here. Today is July 1st. It's Saturday. June is done. We're now into July. Crazy. We have had a tremendous amount of rain here today. I've been freaking absolutely nuts. But, and it's still, if you can see, it's pretty overcast. Sun's trying to peek out, but yeah, it's pretty overcast outside. So I want to talk about a couple things today. Talk about long-term food storage, what I personally do, how I do it, and why I think, it's a good thing for everybody to do. So we got that piles all burned off now there. So okay, let me go down here. So what is a good thing about having food storage, okay? So first of all, the prices of food is not going to go down. It's only going to go up, up, and up, okay? Should an economic collapse, should a EMP, should some super virus or something to that effect ever happen, you are looking at, there's a lot of, hold on a second, okay, here we go. A lot of different things that can happen, okay? Something will eventually happen. Now, when that does, you're going to have what you have. So, to me, it's like stocking up on food is an investment, okay? And so that's one of the reasons why I do it. So, if you can see under here, these are all buckets under here, 5-gallon buckets, all long-term food storage. And I'll give you an example. I'm going to pull one out. Okay, let's see. I packed this one up 12/10 of 09. So, quite a few years ago. Iced tea mix, baby lima beans, black beans, and mashed potatoes. That's what's in that one. Okay, everything is vacuum sealed. And that's, those were all packed away a long time ago. Everything is labeled. I know exactly when it was packed away, what's in it, and stuff like that. And I actually have a master list somewhere. I have to find that master list that tells me exactly what I have in my entire inventory. Okay. I also started doing things like this way here for fun. This is yellow split peas, 7/1 of 16. That was packed up, and so that's a year ago already. And there's 4 pounds there of that. Okay, I did that more of an experiment just to see how that would be, how it would hold up packed up that way, and it's actually done really, really well. For the most part, what I've been doing now is I bought these buckets, and so these are your food saver or food grade buckets. The lids are gamma ray lids, and I'm going to show you how those work here in a second. But these ones here, if you're looking at one bucket, you're looking at $12. Your lid alone is $7. The bucket is $5. Okay, so they're not cheap. Okay, but what I like about the lids here, I'm going to set my camera down for a second. Okay. I just had to get it started. What's cool about the lids is that spins off, and they're split green peas, packed up 7/20 of 17, and then I also have rice in there, and so I can take something out and then just completely reseal the lid. I like that concept of doing it that way, so that's why I've gone ahead and started paying the extra money for those type of buckets, okay? And I've been storing things up that way. That's what I've been doing with that. Here's my toy. So that's my baby. It's a Heritage Softail, 2015. It's 103 cubic inches, and it can get up and go. I'm gonna tell you what, this thing will fly. But yeah, that's my one indulgence that I have for myself. I enjoy my toy. So, but anyway, getting back to food storage, it's a cool, dry place here. It's very sheltered by the trees, and I'll show you when I come out of here. It doesn't get a lot of sunlight, even with the windows. There's not a lot of sunlight coming in here all the time, okay? So it's always very comfortable. It's very cool in here, and it's a great place for storing stuff. And I'll take you into the other building as well. But so that's how I do a lot of my food storage for you know, long-term food storage. Everything is vacuum sealed, and then these buckets, the lids themselves, those snap on. So that's another seal as well. And then obviously it has the twist off tops. So that's the way that I do that. It has a lot of advantages. I mean, you're not going to go wrong with. Hold on one second, guys. You're not going to go wrong having backup food. Eventually, you can use it. You can use it whenever. Okay. If you like canned goods and stuff like that, obviously you're going to rotate your canned goods. But canned goods are going to be good well beyond the expiration date. All right? Canned goods can last a long time. Now, there's 4 things that I like to have, okay? The 4 things I like to have in my food preps. I have my long-term food storage, is what you just saw there, okay? I also have canned goods, which you guys know that. You've seen some of the stuff in the house. I've shown you that. So I have a lot of canned goods. I have MREs, which are meals ready to eat, for those that don't know what that means. We have a lot of those. Excuse me. And the other thing, and probably I would say one of the most important things to have, is freeze-dried food. All right, your freeze-dried food is a long-term option for you that has a 25-year shelf life. You can put them away and you don't even have to think about it. You don't even have to worry about those. Those are really nice to have. Now, I'm going to take you into the camper real quick. We'll go back in here. And like up here, those are MREs, meals ready to eat. There's 12 meals in each. I actually have enough MREs to feed myself and the kids 1 meal a day for 6 weeks, just with MREs. Okay, so it's another option to have. These here, those are the number 10 cans of long-term stuff. That's emergency essentials. It's my sister had brought those up here, so those are that. And you know, my sister's brought a lot of stuff up as well to keep on site, which is helpful again. And there's Bell. What, baby girl? Oh, I know it. The sun's coming out now. Yeah. So I do that. We're gonna go in here real quick. Now this building as well is very shaded, which is nice. And if you look back there and back over on that side, you're going to see a lot more buckets again. Again, though that's all long-term food storage that I've had put away. I periodically check everything. I've had no issues with mice or anything like that. And obviously now, I know you guys have seen these, I believe. But if you look here, all this here in that area is all cans, okay? With the lids, canning jars, because we're going to be doing a lot of canning this fall, okay? And that's going to be actually another 5th option, to be honest with you, is canning, all right? Putting stuff up and putting it away. We'll be doing that this year as well. So there's a lot of things that you can do. I have the 3 buildings and the camper, and there's food and everything. It's not all just in one. Now all the canned goods I do keep inside of the house, just because in the cold weather they would not last in the cold weather. So all the canned goods stay in the house. But I'm going to come down here. I want to show you the way the other building is nestled in here. And as you can see, it's got shade all over on both sides, okay? So it's always nice and cool in there. It's a nice dry spot. It doesn't get a lot of direct sunlight just because of, number one, the way it sits, because we have the sun's coming up here every day in the east. That's completely blocked off, okay, that way. And then when it works its way around at night, it's blocked off as well. And this side of the building doesn't have windows, so it works out really, really well. Freaking garden is going crazy, guys. It's actually just really, really taken off well. And again, it's, you know, the weather's been, it's been warm, but it's been muggy, and it's been real wet. We've had, like I said, we've had a lot of rain. So anyway, so that's kind of what I do, and I'll just take you in here real quick in the house, and I'll show you too. So, you know, prepping mindset is great to have, but you have to look at it in another aspect. Food is never going to be cheaper than it is right now, okay? Here's an example. Here's, you know, a bunch of cases of stuff here. There's a bunch of stuff under there. I open up this. That's completely loaded. Same on the other side. I'm going to spin you around over here. I don't know how you can't see under there, but that is completely loaded under there as well. Then we have our shelving unit here. That's all got food in it and canned goods and stuff like that as well. And then recently what I've been doing is I have been buying these containers here. I've been getting them at the dollar store. And all my box pasta that I had, like the elbow macaroni and the ziti, I've been transferring it into these here. And then actually under there is 10 pounds of rice that I transferred. And then in the glass jars, that's all flour. And then one of them is actually a pancake mix as well. Like this one up here is a pancake mix. The ones on the bottom are all flour. So it's just a different way to store them. The oatmeal, I'll be doing the same thing, putting it into different canisters just so I have it. And here's another thing of pancake mix as well. But you know, and then obviously we have all the stuff here. Now, I'm going to be doing something different. Long-term food storage, I've been talking about that a lot, okay? Here's Legacy. And Legacy is a company that I'm going to be working with, and I'll be doing some product reviews on this stuff here, and I'm going to be sharing a lot more information about that. I'll be doing some videos on that very, very soon. Again, long-term food storage, 25-year shelf life. This here box or bag will feed 4 people, okay? So we'll get into all that down the road, and we'll discuss all those things. But, okay, so kind of give you an idea with the food storage, what I do, how I do it, why I do it. The thing is, the cost of food is never going to go down, okay? So the more stuff that you can put away now, the better off you're going to be. Any kind of event that happens, guys, be it an economic collapse, be it an EMP, be it some kind of superbug, you know, Yellowstone volcano, or anything. There's so many earthquakes, a massive earthquake that disrupts the trucking industry through the Midwest. I mean, there's so many different things that can happen, okay? And we are in such a fragile world that people just take it for granted that everything's going to be there always like it always has been. You know, when the Great Depression happened, 80% of the people were farmers, okay? They grew their own crops, they had stuff like that. And now it's completely reversed. You know, 20% of people farm, and 80% of the people live in the cities. So you don't have those skill sets, you don't know what you're doing, you're in deep, deep trouble, okay? So, you know, growing your own food, canning, learning how to do that, you know, putting food up, it's very, very important, okay? Because the thing is, when something happens, not a matter of if, it's a matter of when. And I don't make predictions, and I don't say it's going to be this event or that event or anything else. Having food is going to be what's going to make it survive. I mean, look what's going on. If you want to look at a real good example of complete collapse and things going crazy, look at Venezuela, okay? Look what's happening down there. That can happen here, guys. It really, really can. So when I tell people, stock up on food, store food, you know, plant your trees and your grape plants and your blueberry bushes and, you know, your apple trees, your pear trees, your, you know, cherry trees, all those things. have something that's going to every year produce fruit for you, because maybe not every year you're not going to always get something off of these plants, but you know, it's something that's there that's going to hopefully help you survive. It's just being smart, it's being prudent. The cost of everything continues to go up. Look at all the crap that they put in our food. So the more stuff that you can grow yourself, that you can can yourself, that you can do those type of things with, the better off you're going to be. That's just a fact, okay? So I wanted to do this video today talking about food storage, what you should have, why you should have it. Again, so let's talk about what you should have, okay? You should have your long-term food storage. You're talking your rice, your beans, your flour, not flours. Flour's about a year and a half, okay? But like your sugars, your pastas, all those type of things. Those are nice long-term food storage items that you can pack away, forget about them, and not worry about it, okay? And then, having canned goods. Got to have canned goods, okay? And canned goods will last way, way past their expiration point as long as the cans are not swollen, or if they smell bad when you open them. That would be a red flag not to eat that, okay? So then you're looking at, your MREs, your meals ready to eat. It's another option for you, okay? Also, like I said, the most important one, like I said, your long-term freeze-dried food storage, because you can buy those and you can forget about it. You don't have to worry about rotation or anything else with those, okay? You can just get it. It's freeze-dried, it's lightweight, easy to carry, and it'll last 25 years. So that's a really cool thing to have. A little more pricey, yes, but if you're looking at long-term stuff, good to have. The other thing is do your own canning, okay? Can your tomatoes, can your apples, your peaches, your pears, all those type of things. Your meats, you can do that too. All those things can be done, and they can be done now. You want to learn these skills now. You want to learn how to do these things, because when something happens, not a matter of if, guys, it's a matter of when, you are ready to the best of your ability that you can be. And that's what it's all about, okay? It's about looking at long-term survival and not just living, but thriving. That's what it's all about, wanting to just thrive and enjoy life and continue to live. So listen, I'm going to get off of here. And I will do another video for you guys tomorrow. But some people had asked me about my long-term food storage and stuff and what I do. So I kind of wanted to do an overall mesh of everything that I do and explain how I do it and why I do it. Like I said, the cost of these things are never going to go down. So it's an investment like anything else, and it's all things that you can eat that are not going to go bad. Okay. So listen, I will. Over a course of major time, like MREs, you're looking at about 10 to 12 years for your MREs. But other than that, other things they'll last a long, long time. So anyway, guys, listen, I'm going to jump off of here. Remember, hug and kiss the ones you love. Tell them every day, because tomorrow is not guaranteed. And remember, guys, it's STD. It's one step at a time, it's one thing at a time, and it's one day at a time. Whatever your goals are, whatever you're trying to reach, you can do it. The only person that's going to stop you from getting there is yourself. That's it. Nobody else is going to stop you. So have a great one, and I will talk to you guys tomorrow. Prepper Nurse 1 out for now.